Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an Excelsior. It's a Tier 5 British premium heavy tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of Province under the command of Tanker 1200 of What University 1? Or as Klaus would say, 1-1. Yes, yes he did. He called River Beastie from 1-2. Yes, What University? W-U-N. And he picked that up as meaning 1. Well, what can I say about the Excelsior? Based on the Cromwell, it's actually a heavy tank that was developed during the war on the Cromwell chassis, and it was in competition, I suppose you could say, with the Churchill. It's well, it's got some of the attributes of the Cromwell in terms of fairly nippy. It's got a 75mm gun, which is capable of 110 alpha, and uses APCR as premium. As you can see, big increase in penetration, and it's got a fairly fast fire rate as well. If I remember correctly, it's about 2 or 3 seconds, but maybe slightly longer. Oh, took around from an 85B. Ouch. Well, he'll need to get under cover so he goes unsighted just temporarily, and then squeeze across the gap. It's a decent heavy tank, and in fact, Wargaming have been giving these out as freebies to new account holders, which is very nice of them. But maybe giving them something that's a little more than they can handle, because well, this tank, it's got good frontal armor, but it's got absolutely dreadful side armor. So it's good if your enemy's shooting at your rear or at your front, but not if they shoot at your sides. And he can't hit either of those two targets. Oh, and that was the Type 95 blowing up there. Not the Su-85, unfortunately. I've got a T-67 up there, and I think he's on the road. Yeah, he is on the road. That's going to make trying to get up a little difficult, but maybe Tanker 1200 ought to try now. He might be able to do it. The good thing about the Excelsior is that you can actually use it to train crews for your other British heavy tanks like the Churchills. And funnily enough, what actually happened to the Excelsior is they built 2 prototypes, put them through trials, and then after they did, the Whitehall decided no, they would stick with the Churchill after all. So yeah, it got deposed by its rival. Okay, now might be a safe moment to get across quickly. But someone in the Hetzer is saying, someone please scout. And the reason for that is that most of the team are still over on the west side of the map. Oh, and the T-67's been found. Now, the problem here is that Arty might decide to get involved. And there is an M37 on the enemy team. It's only a 105mm gun, but he can still do some damage. Well, that T-67 is just above us on the road, and I'm not sure that any of our teammates have got shots. That was a shell from the M37. Yep, I was right. He has got engaged. He's looking this direction, and I get the feeling that T-67 is going to wait for us to drive up the road and then try and hit us. But the T-67 is getting considerable fire from our teammates, and there's another shell from the M37, just as I said he would. He's focusing on this tank because it's the only tank on the east side of the map, the only enemy. He'll try again. You need to move. You can't stick here because he will put around into you. Yep, he's tried again, and he'll keep trying until he gets hits. Probably best to actually brave it and try and get up the road. None of his teammates seemed interested in actually coming across. In fact, they're now trying to wipe out that Matilda 4, who's up in the northwest corner of the map. And both these tanks are actually getting hits, so he's actually picking up spotting assist. Even though he can't see them, he's proximity spotting them. He can hear them. He's got just under a K, 816 of spotting assist. It's not what you expect a heavy tank to be doing. And there's the M37 again. Oh, I do hope this game is not going to end up with just him sitting here all day. No, he wouldn't do that to us. And the M37 is definitely trying. That was a very close shot. And remember, the 105 does not have very much of a splash range. Very, very low indeed. I think it's only about 2 meters. And that was very close to the tank. Almost within splash radius. And that 14 TP is taking damage. And there's another shot from the M37. Now, something you might have noticed actually. That's because Tanker 1200 actually has a mark of excellence on this tank. And now he's got a target he's going to have to engage. And that's an Excelsior. Another one. And he's just been tracked. Burned his repair kit, and now I think he's going to engage this Excelsior at close range. 75mm gun against 75mm. You can see it penetrates quite nice. And of course there's no armour on the actual hitbox around the mantlet. In fact there's no mantlet at all. And that Excelsior has now been wiped out. So that's the place really to aim for, to punch the shells through. Exactly where the mantlet would be, because it's all soft armour there. And yeah, he forgot about the M37, didn't he? And he lost his driver in that one. Okay, he's going to make a move now. And I think, yeah, he's going to have to deal with a Panzer IV-H now. Let's hope he hasn't got the derp gun. No, I don't think that is the derp gun. I think that's the 75mm. At least I hope it's not. Well, he did fire an HE round, so maybe it is the derp gun. But now he's dead anyway. No, I don't think that was the derp gun. I think that was the 75mm. Okay, 14 TP. Bye-bye. So, 3 kills. What's next? Track's repaired, and we're off. Any second now, we're going to get our repair kit back. And now we're going to have to deal with the Matilda. So I would switch to APCR at this point. Otherwise you're going to be bouncing a few rounds. Yeah. And he's lost his driver again. No first aid kit yet. So he's going to be rather slow for the next short while. I'd also switch. Instead of auto aim, I'd go to manual aim on this one. And he's got the Matilda. Okay. First aid kit's in 8 seconds. Well, they seem to have the advantage because there are 2 tanks up on the enemy. It looks to me as if none of the enemy are left on the west side of the map, so he is going to be encountering a few. But that 85, the Su-85B, he's at the other end. He's trying to hold back that Churchill 3. So the best thing we can do is try and rush through as quickly as we can. And the easiest way to do that is to stay to the far east side. Go around the buildings on the far east side. You can always duck behind them if you need cover. Oh, he's decided to go the other way, which is a little more open to fire from the other end. There's a B1, a P26 40, and of course that Arty, the M37, and there's the B1. Okay, he's loaded the APCR and he's getting low, so I think he's going to try and use his gun depression. Okay, here we go, one in, and he's staying there, he's not moving. Oh, we know where the M37 is now. Hello, Mr. M37. I'd switch to HE for this one. Oh, he's gone. Okay, switch back to APCR for the B1. Although now you're at close range, you'll go straight through him. Or should. No, he's not getting through. He'll need to switch to APCR again. Ah, he's got the engine bay. The weak spots are on a Char B1 at the sides. Oh, he got him. And he managed to bounce 330 hit points of damage from that B1. He's now blocked over 1,000 hit points of damage. He might be on for a steel wall here, you know. He's already got 6 kills, which means he's got a top gun. And he might have a high caliber. We don't know. So, only one enemy remaining. And that's the P2640. And is he in these bushes? It doesn't appear so. He's somewhere else. Now, that's interesting. Where did he go? Well, base has been captured, so we don't really need to find out. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh my god, look at this. What a set of medals from this one. He got his second mark of excellence in that game. An ace tanker, a spotter, a hand of God, a duelist, a fire for effect, and a shell proof out of the minor medals. He got a Spartan for bouncing around when he had, off the B1, when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. A patrol duty for spotting at least 6 enemy tanks when being the only one spotting them when they were damaged. A steel wall for blocking the most damage. A high caliber for dealing the most damage. And a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. Denied that last one. Of the enemy. Well, probably he was probably over on the west side of the map, and that's why they didn't find him. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, top of the table, 1,399 hit points of damage. The next high score was the Churchill 3 with 1,375. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of kills, 6. The Churchill only got 4. And when it came to base XP, he managed to get 1,305, whilst the Churchill only got 1,065. He fired 26 rounds, got 21 direct hits, 17 penetrations, and 1,399 hit points of damage, all at close range. He received 24 hits from the enemy, mostly on the front actually, which was lucky because the sides, as I say, on this tank are fairly weak. 6 penetrations, 16 non-penetrations, and 5 hits as a result of splash damage, mostly from the M37. He blocked damage of 1,010 hit points. He did actually cause some damage to his own allies, and luckily it wasn't his fault, and that's why he didn't lose his high caliber. He spotted 7 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 6 of the enemy, and did 1,452 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 58,908 credits, got 32,384 from mission credits for the damage he did to his teammate, so his total came to 91,263, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he took away 56,635 credits. He received 1,958 XP times 2 for the first victory, 881 for mission payout, and also a bonus because this is a premium vehicle, 783, so his grand total 5,580. So yeah, the Excelsior, it's an interesting tank. It's actually quite good fun, and I did recommend this to a new player on one occasion. I think he came back to me afterwards and said, oh, it's brilliant, it's absolutely great fun. And it is great fun so long as you don't turn sideways to the enemy. If you do, they're just going to punch straight through the armour because it's just like the Cromwell. It's naff on the sides, but it's great on the front. Okay, so if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. We get great replays all the time. It'd be a pity if you miss one. Thanks for watching.